This was undoubtedly the game that changed everything. And indeed it was. Final Fantasy VII propelled to the top to become one of the best RPGs of all time around the world. Was it the unique characters? The story? Gameplay? Whatever it was, it made Final Fantasy VII an anchor in the franchise. With Final Fantasy VI out of the way, Hironobu Sakaguchi and his team at Square had some choices to make as to what direction they should take the franchise into next. Their decision would not only influence future Final Fantasy games, but also the entire gaming industry. Production on Final Fantasy VII began in late 1995. Gameplay generally remained the same as past games in the series, with a few tweaks here and there. One of the major add-ons to combat was the Limit Break, a counterattack that would build up as a character took damage. 7 had also gone in a new direction with its setting. No more castles and fantasy settings. This new game was set in a future, steampunk era. 7 was a lot darker than previous games as well. The characters in the game were just as unique. The lead protagonist, Cloud Strife, was originally given a slick design with black hair to complement villain Sephiroth, but he just didn't give off that appeal that the developers were looking for, and so he was given his iconic spiky blonde hairdo, and a very large sword. Soon Barrett Wallace was added and given a cyborg look. Throw in a whole slew of other characters with unique looks and storylines, and you had one of the most iconic RPG characters that were created. Did you know, the intro to Sephiroth's theme, One Winged Angel, was inspired by the intro to the song Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. The game was also going to be released for the Nintendo 64 at one point, but due to Nintendo going with a cartridge instead of CD-ROMs, Square decided to take the game to Sony and release it for the PlayStation. And how about this? Barrett was the first consistently dark-skinned playable character in the Final Fantasy series. That's it for this episode of Game Facts. Tune in next week for another episode. Thank you for watching.